YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of the at Studio Lou design team project. We are going to make a journal using the Journal With Me kit for August 2025, which is available at the entry tier for Cindy at Studio Lou. So let us have a look and see what we have. So I have this amazing box, which is Mac de Tea. It's really good. That's what I want to use as the journal cover. And then here is the journal kit. So let's do a booski through it. I got my little bin. It used to house the elephant, and now it is cleared and ready to go. So let's have a look. We do a fast look and then we do a slow roll. How is that? So I think she usually does about 16 to 17 pages for each kit. And it's a combination of stuff that she's drawn, her own sort of curated collections of this, that, and the other thing. And then other, oh yeah, this, my printer ran out of ink. So now I've got a blank sheet, bless us. And then other images that are copyright free. There is, I'm gonna say no, AI in any of her kits, so far as I'm aware. She has a lot of cabinet cards as well. Got a lot of locks going on. And she periodically will make something into like a tag. There might, ooh, that's kind of creepy. What do I want to say? That's a pocket. Ooh, I like her. She's fun. That also could be a pocket. Things to cut out, like that's another sort of card shape. Well, that's really interesting. That's it's got a tab. It's like it's to be made into something. And these are vintage pieces of vintage documents. Like, oh, bunny. Oddfellows Moonlight Excursion. Ooh. Ooh. I want to do something with that. I don't know what. Pocket. Another pocket, just in case you didn't know that they were pockets. These are odd. Ooh, more paper. And then another large piece. Okay, so this is going to be an eclectic journal that is going to use predominantly these images. I've got some bits from the last Journal With Me, and I've also got some cardboard backing some blank sheets of paper, and so on and so forth. So what do I need to know first? The first thing I need to know is how big this box is. I think that's a very good place to start. Let's do this. And so we are at, well, let's call that 3 inches, 3 by 4.5. So that's 3 inches by 4.5, or 4.5 by 6. So I don't know which comes first, height or width. It's a good question. No idea. Okay, we're gonna put that away. All right. So some of this is going to be just obvious good pages. This being chief among them. So let's do the whole thing, whole schmear. Should I do that or that? I don't know yet. Hang on. Oh, we're gonna go there, and then that's 4 inches. Yeah, okay, that'll work. We'll figure something out as we go along. So that's kind of about the size. What about you? Yeah, I'm just going to take this whole bit off. There. And then we can properly play around here. So what I'm doing is just creating some pages that we can use, or paper that we can use as pages. That's a better way of saying it. And then kind of like that. Okay, 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 okay. Why not? Literally no reason. There, and then that goes up there, and I'm gonna lose that bottom, or lose the top, which is, I'm gonna keep that the way it is because we may be able to do something fun, like fold that over like that and have a partial page. So our template is this. There we are, okay. Oh, I like that pencil. This is preemptively back to school. How about you? Yep. That'll work. These bits are bits. So I'm going to keep these as is to use in other applications, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Love the apple. Come on. You nut! Well, they don't all have to be the perfect size. They need to be perfect-ish. I'm going to take that off at the page number there, and we shall fix some of this in post. Am I okay? Let's keep that. We never know when we might need it. Okay. Practical tests on gardening in Manitoba. I want to add color to that picture, which we can totally do in a future step. Okay. Let's do that one. Did I do that right? I don't know the answer to that. I have to go back and check. I feel like I should just do the trees as well. Even if I don't use them for this reason. They will be available. Here we are. Okay, so getting some paper here. Okay. So it's not entirely fitting, and that's all right because we need to do some overlapping. So we're going to do some Franken papering. Okay, so what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? We're gonna do that. Do that. I feel like I want to get going on this box now. So I'm not gonna worry. This might be a good one. And I'm allowed to do this, and Cindy will have no problem, I don't think, me doing this, but those clowns creep me the heck out. And that's okay. Not everything. So she's designing this for a wide variety of tastes. And while I appreciate it, I gotta turn that paper over because the faces are now looking up at me from the bin. Yep, okay. What are we doing? I know. Do we have to be so interruptive? I don't know if interruptive is a word. I might sneeze. Okay, so I'm totally gonna sneeze. Hang on. Okay, there we are. There, I'm gonna just yeah, let's do this one. That. Fold that over. Pockets, pockets. I like the Polaroid. That's fun. Ooh, this would be good. And where's the other one? The last two. Let's keep those. And then we'll put the rest of this in the box because we are currently working on getting a signature together. Okay, these are kind of no-brainers. this might be a fun center spread. Or something. Or something. Okay. We've got papers. So let's do a little bit of a breakdown of the tea box. So step one. Step one, let the cat downstairs. All right, quit your belly aching. You're interrupting. Jeepers, creepers, millineepers. Okay, now what do I want to have the nutrition? Yeah, I want to have the nutrition on the cutout side because that's actually the cover and that's the back. So let's do that now before I forget. And I just don't have confidence in my ability to cut that squarely early. That's what I need to do, is sort of take some of this apart. Okay. Yeah, so my natural inclination would have been to open it there, which would have been a good inclination. Okay, now we've got something to work with here. Okay, let's get rid of that. Now I can do some straight lines. That's correct. Yep, we're good. We are good. There. And I'm going to do up there. Stack these doughs, cut on this side. Yep, nope, it's the other side. There. Okay. Yum. Have I got a ding already? A little one, that's all right, it'll be fine. Okay, so what do I want to do? I want to have 2 signatures or 3? How wide is it? Could do like 1.5 inches. So 1.5 inches could be there and there. Or if I wanted to split that into 3, what would it look like? It would look like 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we don't need to complete everything as we think about it. I got paint splodged on it. Okay, so there we are. How do I want to do this? Just just want to keep that one in the front because I know that that's my sort of air quotes template. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's like we did some math without even knowing it. Hang on, I need to put you on pause for just a second. I should have a standard wheelie bin equipment, a box of Kleenexes. Well, that's what I should do. So, if I wanted pages, I could do something like, let's just sort of put these together. Pretend they're double-sided sheets. Pause is thinking. So this one, that one, if we folded it that way, would be something. Okay, so I'm gonna stack these to the side for the minute. As per usual, I start things with not really a big plan, and I think that's not the way we're supposed to be design team people, but Cindy knew what she was getting into when she said, when she accepted my application. And at some point, I will just carry on and be me. I still have a lot of insecurities about being a design team member. Okay, so that, whoops. So it's the top of that I need to do. Oh, that's cute. I like that. So theoretically, so okay, so I'm starting to get a grip on myself here, figuratively speaking. Can't cut a straight line to save my soul at the moment. Okay, so we're gonna cut a straight line first, and then I'm gonna continue with my sentence, my sentence. So given that this is a journal with me kit for a month, I have theoretically no rush to get this done, and I can work on this journal as we go through the month. And it also, this is my point. My point is 32 divided by 4 equals 8. Then 4 and 4 would be better. You know what I just did there? So I need 32 faces if I'm going to do something every month. So, yes. All outside voices, all confusing. I know. What I want to do is make a page like that. Kind of close to the top. There we are. Okay. Look at us. Practically ready to glue. And what do I want to do? I want to glue this to that this way. Okay. Okay. And make sure that we're right side up and right side up. There and that. Okay, okay, okay. Let's curl her up so don't get all the glue all over. And we can maybe line up things. Kind of on the neat. Kind of on the neat. There we are. Okay, and I'm going to put that in my easy bake oven. That's a lot of thinking. I think I am going to say no to that for the moment. And also this can be a page. So what do I want to do here? If I create pages now, then all that means is I'm going to have to create some kind of a spine attachment, or I create 4 or 5 spine attachments and just line her up and let her go. Do you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Let's try that. What do I need? I need some decent cardboard. That's what I need. Stick it on the pages. Oh my goodness, it's tragic at the moment. Okay, here we are. Got the right height. Yeah, it is. Look at us. Woohoo. That's where the actual edge is, and we are going to make that a hair smaller on that side. One, two, three, 4. You could make it 4 1/4. How's that? Oops, 4 1/4, and then we have that. Yep, 4 1/4 works. There. Okay. And then if I were going to do an attachment, would I do like 1.5 inches? Inch? Let's do it. Try one at 1 inch. And if that works, we will carry on. And if it doesn't, we will do another one. And so 1.5 inches. There. Okay, so my plan is I'm going to put 2 of these down, and then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to glue two more. That's the plan, Stan. Okay, so what do I want to do? I want to do a trimmy. on at least this side, and I don't need that anymore. So I can take that off. There we are. That goes in the bin. I could also sew this. That might be kind of fun. So technically speaking, that's what I want to do. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oops, what just fell? Something just fell. I think it was washi tape. No harm done. Oh, and guess who's back upstairs? It was no fun if she gets her way. Sure, let's do that. Ish. Horseshoes, hand grenades. Yep, okay. Okay. I'm making all of this up as I go along. I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be a little on the high side. Wide-wise. Maybe I'll do that. So I know this is going to be 3 inches and I want to have that full number, but a little bit more of this, so that's why it's a little bit off kilter, as we might say. And I just want to make sure that white doesn't see through. And I'm going to assume that that is right. Okay. And then that's going to fit like that. Okay. Ooh. Now then, just to check, checkity check, 1, 2, 3. So 3 inches is the max size that this is going to be. And if I do 2 7/8, that will still work. Okay. Oh, should be thrown out. Should be thrown out. It's not going to be. Okay. Now I need 2 more sheets to fit. So that's probably the way that should go. What did I say this was? 4 1/4? 4 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1/4. That's what should be cut off. You're okay to do that. Good job. And I need to do a side. Okay. And I'm not going to trim this outside edge until I get this glued on. And so it's going to be glued on kind of like that. And I could technically fold that over if I wanted to. Let's, in anticipation of that option, let's just trim that off. What am I doing? I'm doing this. No, I'm doing that. Oi. Attention all personnel. Okay, so I'm doing that, which means that. Glue happens on this side. Yep, we're okay. Okay. And that gets sort of matched up there. And that gets matched there. Carry that in. There. Okay. And now I've got to do this side, which I think was going to be this. If I'm going to do 2 1/4, I might as well do something that's starting to be more fitting. Yes, that's right. And then that oughter go that way or somehow down like that. Like somehow down like that. Will I remember that? I don't know. Stay tuned. Sorry. Place your bets now, ladies and gentlemen. Oops. Easy. Okay. And we said we wanted to do that. I want to have a papillon, which is French for a butterfly, showing. So there's that. Pop that off like that. Oof, that is a mess. Okay, so that's page number 2. Page number 2. So where's my sheet? Is this it? 4 1/4, and we did inch is fine. And we can do another inch. 1.5 inches, 3/4. Just to see the difference. 1.5 inches. 3/4. There we are. There we are. And that goes in there. That goes over there for the minute because I'm so optimistic that I don't need that, which is kind of silly. And this doesn't actually need to be so precisely the halvesy because the pages are going on to the ends. Okay, we can get rid of this because we've got the 2 others. So plunking that back over here, that back over here. These are still covers, still good. Alrighty, alrighty. Next, what I'm doing. Do I want to put her in a page? Why not? Literally no reason. Literally. There. And I want to do, okay, this is stuck together. Okay, that's bugging me. There, okay, get rid of that. Now we're onto that sheet. Okay, there and there. Okay, now we're good. So what do I want to do? I want to plunk her here. Okay, and we can do that. Okay. Then we're going to do this. That's going to be 2.5. So how do I want to do that? 2, 7, 8. So let's do about that. There. Oops. There is so much moving of stuff back and forth. In the way, out of the way, in your hands, out of your hands, grip, no grip. Move, up, down. It's non-stop. There we are. Okay. Now then, philosophically that should go there because I am not going to see them. But what's the other page? It doesn't really matter. It matters. We're just going to plunk that in there. Good to go. Okay, and we need that about there. I know when I'm putting this down that it's going to be 2 7/8, so I am just looking at the 2 7/8 and trying to put that distance somewhere in the center of this, so I know that I don't need to cut here because then there'll be more than enough lost there. So if I want to keep some of that, I need to move it over that way or wherever it fits best. She says, with possibly misplaced confidence. Okay, now what did I do the last time? The last time I took this and I went 2 7/8. 2 7/8. A little bit, a little bit. Okay, so I want to put glue there. And I want to do that. Nope, a little bit lower. That? Yeah. Okay, focus. Right side up, right side up. Yep, we're all good. Fun baseball story. So trade deadline was yesterday. So there was players being traded before the deadline, and that's how all the teams are going to end their season. Fair enough. And so as players come and go, they need jerseys for their new teams with their new numbers, blah, 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 blah. We, the Toronto Blue Jays, not me, myself personally, got a new player. Can't remember his name. I think he's a pitcher. Anyways, poor lad got a new jersey, so that's pretty great. Do I want to do that? Doesn't really matter. Jersey, yes. And he plays a game, and I think his number is, let's say it's 48. Poor lad had the 8 on the back of his jersey upside down. So when I do all of this weird checkity check, what do I want to say? I know that not everybody does that. And the reason why you do that is that you reduce the possibility of doing an oopsie for the new guy. Poor lad. Here we are. Another page done. Okay. Oh, we're 47 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, pop it in there. And then we only have one more to do. Oh, remember this? That's what started it all. Let's do that. And then that. Okay. So we're probably going to lose that border, which is fine. Throw it out. Yep, that's all we need to do. So I am almost certain that lad will have a better shirt tonight. There. And flip that over. And then that's going to be like that. No, it's not. That's what we want. Yeah, it'll be fine. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we lose him. Because this hammer is fun. I like the hammer a lot. Truth be told, there we are. Okay, this isn't the way I did the other ones. That's okay. There. Okay. And then this becomes foldy over and the 2 7/8. Okay. That's gonna go there. I could almost get rid of one of those trees. Okay, let's do that. Oh, it's gonna be on the black side though. No, it's not. Okay, it is on the right side. All right, never mind. Never mind. Okay. I'm gonna have that up to there. And then however far this goes to there. Yeah, it'll be all right. Oh yes, we will get all these pages done. So this is a long sort of setup because we're doing Franken pages. But I've got some more sort of blankish pieces of paper that we can just sort of pop in. But I wanted to use some of the journaling kit material for pages. Here we are. Yep, that's perfect. Ish. And then we're going to do, okay, so I want to keep the broadcast schedule. Oh, I love those. Okay, do that. Just like that. And then that's going to go down like that. Nope, I'm going to throw it out. So across there and down. Alrighty. Okay. Oof. Okay, what did I say? I wanted to see the broadcast schedule as a page. Here we are. Okay. So we have got 3 Franken pages done. 4. I've got 4. So I've got 2 for each signature, because I think I'll do 2 signatures. If we do 8 pages, I have 2 and 2. I need 6 more? 6 times 4. There'll be math. There'll be math next time. I need to go have some dinner because my brain's tired. Anyways, that is all for now. Super looking forward to this. And this is Studio Lou Design Team Journal With Me kit for August 2025. And I am making a journal out of this little Nocta Tea packaging. Anyways, that's all for now. Please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Always love you lots. And we'll see you soon. Bye now.